Notification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blind Prime's channel. I am Blind Prime, and today is More Than Meets the Eye. I've already done one video on Rodimus Prime, but I realized 29 minutes was a bit too long, so I've decided to reshoot and focus solely on vehicle mode, and then shoot another vehicle focusing solely on the robot mode. And as usual, Cream is lurking over here on the table. Go right. A monster. Alright, so let's begin. As I talked about in the longer video, we'll just discuss the same things with the added benefit of just being the vehicle mode. First off, when you get this guy, you're going to get some cool little smoke effects. Some people have not liked them, but you know what? I like new and interesting things, and experimentation, showing that you're trying to increase the product. So I do have to say they feel nice. I don't know how they look, but as effects go, they have really nice texturing. I've enjoyed these effects. They do feel like smoke, even if either that or fire, but they have a nice texture to them. Also, on the exterior of this guy, we are going to get siege ports. We'll talk about those first, because I love me some siege ports, and you guys know that if you've been watching my channel for any length of time. So we've got 1, 2, one on each side. We've got 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think that's the special siege port. And anything over here? Nope. So 8, 9, 10 on the top, and also on the top is number 11. Any on his back panel? No, but there are 2 underneath, so 13 siege ports in all. Let's double check and make sure that. Yeah, 13 siege ports in all on the trailer. Did I miss any up here? Nope. Cool. All right, now we'll look at the car mode, and the car mode has very few siege ports. The only siege port available that I have found so far is right here in the spoiler. There's a siege port in the spoiler, so the car gets 1. In vehicle mode, in the exterior, this thing has a maximum of 14 siege ports. Now, before we start talking about the car or anything else, we're going to go ahead and talk about this trailer and its coolness. So first off, the trailer. Actually, this guy's really long with the trailer. Before I start talking about the interior of the trailer, I'll discuss some stuff with him and the trailer combined. Combined, they are 40 studs long. And combined, they have a maximum of 12 studs in width and a minimum of 9 studs in width. And height-wise, it's pretty decent. This is a really nicely heighted trailer, and the trailer itself stands at 12 studs in height, and that is pretty amazing. So you can have figures actually stand next to it. Who do I have? We've got Rhinox. We have Rhinox stand next to it. I haven't done a video on Rhinox yet, but it is a video that will be coming up. But there's your Rhinox next to this guy, and as you can see, Rhinox is still taller, or you can't see, Rhinox is taller, and yeah, so we'll just set him off to the side, and talk about the weight of this guy. He's hefty, he weighs a lot. If I feel it, I feel solid plastic. This plastic doesn't feel cheap. The only downside I have to it is I really wish they would do rubber wheels again. I miss my rubber wheels, Hasbro. The pipes on the sides have really cool texture. You can feel the 3 pipes go all the way down, and I believe they're chrome. If I remember right from the show, they're supposed to be chrome. So just, if y'all know No. If you're blind out there wondering what color the pipes are, you know, they're supposed to be shiny chrome. There's supposed to be some flame decals painted on this, but I don't know. I do know that this thing is the most solid feeling trailer we've gotten. I have played with the Earthrise trailer, and the Earthrise trailer just doesn't hold up comparatively. So we'll take out Rodimus Prime, and Cream, what's up? Huh? Yes. I'm doing a video right now, Cream. Do you mind? So we'll set Rodimus over to the side and discuss the trailer. First off, we'll talk about the front of the trailer, where Rodimus would fit in. There's actually a spring-loaded gizmo in there that when you push Rodimus in, the spring-loaded thing gets pushed up, and then it drops down into the texturing on Rodimus's spoiler, which I have to say is pretty unique and interesting. Up here at the top, in the attic of this moving truck, we have a little storage area, and this is a cool little storage area. It can hold the majority of the blast effects that come with Rodimus Prime. Not the two bigger ones, which I have over here somewhere, unless Cream played with them. Oh, here they are. Not these two guys. These are the bigger blast effects it comes with. They do not fit, but all the other blast effects do. In the one that goes on the Matrix of Leadership is not able to fit in there. At least I don't think so. I got to try it a different way. And in the back area, we can open up this back door, and then inside this back door that we open going upwards, and it has little pistons on the sides, which I like that. And then inside is another interior door that opens. Now, once both of these doors are open, you can take any sort of extra figure. Here's a creeper. He's going to be hanging around. Why did you fall over? Go away. Let's see. Do we have any vehicles over here? I could have sworn I put a vehicle down. Oh, we have Hot Rod, but he won't fit. Aha! No. And no, that's too small. What is this guy? No, he's not gonna fit. Aha! Here we go. We got a side swipe mold. So it can actually drive up and in, and go all the way in. If it wasn't for that darnable blast effect, let's get it out. There we go. Let's set that blast effect over to the side. Yeah, we can put the side swipe mold. I think that's blackout or something. Deep cover. Yeah, I think that's deep cover. And then we could shut the interior door, followed by the exterior door, and it serves the purpose of carrying a transformer inside, which is what I wanted from my Ultra Magnus. I mean, is it so hard to ask that whenever I get an Ultra Magnus, I can store vehicles on top of him and inside of his trailer? It was just too much this time, Hasbro. I don't like that Ultra Magnus figure. I was so excited for it, but it just turned out to be so much crap. Anyway, we pull out the side swipe, and we can set him over here. Actually, no, we're just driving back in there. Just chilling there, side swipe. We're going to talk about stuff inside in a second. So we'll close those gates, and now we'll open it up, because you want to see what's inside. Now, a neat feature that this has, that sadly the Earthrise Optimus doesn't have, is that these pipes on the side are spring-loaded. So you know what they do? They do fun things. Let me just undo this. And when you drag when you fold the sides down, the spring-loaded pipes will act as kickstands to help support the structure. You know, exactly what Earthrise Optimus Prime's trailer should have had. Something like that. At the front here, we've got this bit that when you unfold it and fold it down all the way, you reveal all the blast effects that I'm hiding in here. And it also kind of doubles as a little, like, discussion platform, I would say. Like, you could put all your Micromasters and Core Class in here, and then have one of them, like an Optimus or a Megatron, standing up here and speaking to the crowd. You can do some sort of assembly thing like that. We'll go ahead and close it so I don't lose my blast effects. We'll take the side swipe out. I just wanted to show you what it looked like with him in there. And I know what that is. Computer, stop. All right. Well, inside we have more. We have 24 5mm ports. The smoke effect fell off one of the pipes. I had to put it back on, which is pretty amazing if I do say so myself. And the texturing on the interior, you can actually feel where the wheels are supposed to go on the figures, and you can feel a nice area that is flat. I have to say, I loved it. I absolutely just am in love with this trailer. This thing is so cool, and it closes up pretty well and simply. And we will slide it off to the side for now, because that alarm was letting me know that we're getting close to crunch time for this video. And we're going to take a moment to discuss the cars. Well, discuss the the Rodimus Prime car. Now, here's the Rodimus Prime car. It is 9 studs wide by 12 studs long. Or no, it is 18 studs long. Double check, double check, double check. Spin it around, get to the right effect. Boom and boom. 17, 18, 19. It's 19 studs long. My bad. So it's 19 studs long by 9 studs wide. It has only one blast effect up here on its crazy big spoiler. And this car is just really neat. So it's got this big sloping down window that covers most of the top of it. And it's got the typical hot rod hood. And it's got the same kind of headlight textures that you got with your hot rod. Yeah, they feel about the same. They're just very bigger. It's got really nice lines. When this thing is put together, it's solid. There's nothing shaking about it. The wheels do have a tendency to pop in because they pop in for transformation, but you can easily pop them out. He's got this really nice pipe texture going down the sides, and I swear to you, I can almost feel some of these flames. And here in the back, he has a thing that I wish things like Ironhide had, where the top half of his foot folds over the back half of his foot. So you get these vents instead of a foot. But then you can fold up the top half of the foot on each of them and reveal these siege ports, which then you can plug some blast effects in and have him go in nitros down the highway, which I have to say is a nice touch. And here is Hot Rod, his de-evolved state. And Hot Rod has a cool little engine on the front, which is missing on the Rodimus. His spoiler is not as grand. It does not have a siege port in it. He only has no siege ports, except on his... He has no siege ports anywhere. This is a siege portless Hot Rod, which I am a little upset by still. You can tell his little pipes on the side are the same, but size-wise, these guys are different. Remember, Hot Rod was 7.5. No, he was 8 studs, but this guy's 9 studs, so he's just slightly wider. Hot Rod was also something like 12 studs long. This guy is 19 studs long, so he's much longer. And Hot Rod is very low to the ground, and when you compare the vehicles side by side, Hot Rod's spoiler touches this lip thing that goes around the entire vehicle, which I have to say that's really fun to feel. This Rodimus feels sleek, it feels bigger, it's just like a Japanese super powered up Hot Rod, and I just love that. Now comparing their little winglets on the back, the spoilers, yeah, Hot Rod's spoiler, even though it's a massive spoiler, is just nothing compared to the size. Yeah, they took Hot Rod's spoiler and gave it a multiple of 6 and made it huge and massive. It's pretty cool to look at, or at least feel. It's got a lot of nice textures in it. You can feel like different panels that have been bolted together, which I wasn't even expecting that. I was expecting something more along the lines of Hot Rod's spoiler, which is just some flimsy plastic with no texturing. Nope. This thing is a hefty ABS quality plastic, if not better, and it's got some awesome texturing to it. Even the window has a different feel of plastic than the window on Hot Rod. Like they definitely, you see where the money went. the money went into the quality. And as long as I get good quality for the money that I'm paying, then that's the main thing there. Like if I'm paying $80 for something and it's terrible quality, it's made out of terrible plastic, like the types of plastic that the Blue Streak and the Prowl and the Barricade and their other brother, which I forget right now, Smokescreen. The plastic that those guys were made out of, the Dachshund mold, is just crap. It's terrible. And then you see this guy and you're holding him and you're like, the plastic's amazing. And so vehicle mode by itself right now, this is one of my favorite vehicle modes ever. It holds its place. You don't have to worry about anything accidentally falling out. It's intuitive transformation that leads to a wonderful, wonderful feeling vehicle that actually feels like, it's worth something in your hand. This is a hefty guy. I wasn't expecting him to be such a hefty guy. I wish I could have something that was just as hefty as him. But honestly, I don't. Like, here's just randomly, I'm pulling out what is this guy called? Sound Blaster. And he has some weight to him, but this dude's got more weight to him. Which I really need to do a Sound Blaster episode. I'll set him off to the side, though. Anyway, guys, this has been me talking about the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Rodimus Prime Commander class. And explaining to you why I think that it's worth your money. It is a good product, in my opinion. And in my opinion, this has got everything that I wanted in a Transformer. High quality, really great transformation, a vehicle mode that doesn't suck balls. So, I'm Blind Prime, and you've been watching More Than Meets the Eye, where I explain to you what happens when you open the box and what the figure feels like, and what its limitations are that aren't really explained on the box. And also, it's really cool points that I think should be noted. But until next time, don't forget, comment below, and do all those other things that other people tell you to do. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing and watching, and tune in next time as we discuss the robot mode of Rodimus Prime. Peace.